Mailbox goodies. Hello, everybody. Mailbox goodies time. Let's count. It's been a hot minute since I did this. This is Katrina. If this is the first time you're seeing me, I am based here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I love what I do. I help immigrant career moms move beyond the 9 to 5. I just finished my call with our insurance provider. So we are adulting adding some coverages in the household. There you go. And then I went down to check the mailbox. And yes, here we go. So I thought of having fun and counting with you guys. I'm thinking of maybe having a little break down the coffee shop or have my nails done while I address some questions from my team and also from the lead. So, yes, that's how we roll. Let me know, guys, where you are tuning in from so we know how global we are. And of course, as always, if you're interested in knowing more of what I do, just comment start below and I'll walk you through if you've been snooping for a while, or you've been curious, you've been seeing my face multiple times on your feed. I always say it's not an accident, it's always a divine appointment. That's your sign. Maybe that is your sign. No, that is really your sign. Okay, let's do this. I usually use my handy dandy pink calculator, but today we'll just be using my phone's calculator. I like this one. This is a 14 Pro Max Apple iPhone because it shows the history of the numbers you put in. So if you're kind of unsure if you input the correct numbers, then this is the best feature on the new OS of iPhone. Hang on, I think I'll just need to. Yeah, let me know, guys, where you're tuning in from. It's always nice to see people from everywhere. There we go. And I'll just put this. And let's do this one. First one. So, how I usually do this, I don't show, of course, the actual check amounts, but I put it, I usually mention the equivalent of the amount based on my last job when I saw this my last 9 to 5 job when I saw this business 6 years ago. So you do the math. I used to get paid $19 gross per hour. That's 2,100 net per month. So you guys do the math, okay? And then towards the end, if you can stay longer, I usually like flash the quickly the total amount. Okay, and there you go. Hey, Sheena. Thanks for tuning in from Nipawa, Manitoba. There you go. I love that name, Nipawa. All right, let's do this. The first one is, let me see. This is 2.5 days worth of my day job before at an investment firm. And next is, oh, okay. So this is one of the bonuses. I think this is the biggest one of all. This is like 2 months worth of my job before salary. Next is 4 days worth. There you go. Next is 1.5 days. Let me see. Yes, I'm putting it correctly. And this one is 6 days worth of my salary before. Next is 1.5 days. Next is 2.5 days. And that is the last one. Let me see. I think the other ones are just partial, and there's more to that group of income. Let me see here. And the answer is, oh, okay. This is like almost 3 months worth of my day job salary when I found this business 6 years ago. You guys excited to see the total before I show that? Sheena, hey Jocelyn from New Brunswick, hello, hello. Corey, yes, you'll get to know. But guys, before I show the final amount, just a disclaimer here. I'm doing this mailbox goodies unwrapping or unboxing or counting, not to brag, but to show you what's possible when you work online, when you have a flexible source. And hey guys, it's 2025. If you are still wondering if we can really earn online, it's not just me, like thousands of us, not just in our online community, but there are a lot, like thousands of online opportunities out there. Of course, it's really up to you to do your due diligence and see what could be the best fit for you. This, I'm not saying our business, my business would be the best fit. Again, at the end of the day, it's really up to you. I'm just here as a consultant. I'm just here to give you as much information that you need. What do I do? Good you ask. I do high ticket affiliate marketing. So, yes, we have high ticket products at the back end. That means just a few sales on the products gives you like huge income already, huge commissions. And the more important question is, how do we sell them? And I always say this, we don't sell the products per se. The thing that we market here is the online opportunity itself. So we teach you all of that, the attraction marketing. I've done. I've been doing attraction marketing as a strategy for my business for more than 6 years now, like 6 years this month. Um, and I've grown my business from zero, just me, myself, to I'm losing count already, maybe 1,500, 2,000 people in my team. And I have tons of coaches also in my team who lead their own, sub teams as well. And I am very honored and very grateful that I have this privilege role to serve and lead my team, to share with them how I've personally also grown my business, and give them tips and strategies. Of course, we do have the training platform, which is accessible 24/7, where the new business owners can learn the basic, like the foundations, and eventually the advanced strategies as well on how to work online, even if you don't have any prior experience. And then, of course, the mentorship, the community, the support. We're here to guide you, to confirm whether you're understanding the training platform correctly, or if you have any other questions. Or I also share like how I was able to grow my business, using the strategies that I've learned from our training platform, plus putting my own flair to it, right? So we that's what you get when you basically start your online business through this platform. Okay, let me see here. Hey, Coach Rebecca, how are you? There you go. And I think one of the more recent questions. So I've already totaled the amounts here on this envelope, and I will be showing you guys the total in a bit. But before that, I want to also address this question. I think that I've been getting more recently, especially when I'm doing the coaching calls, and they would wonder, like, Katrina, I click on your ad because I got attracted to it. I saw the results that you've had. It's very inspiring how you have transformed your life, your family's life, like from, not knowing anything here online, without any prior experience in social media or business. And that time you're a mom on your maternity leave, like drowning in debt, and now you're able to flip that situation, and then travel more, move to a new place, and your son to a private school, having more flexibility. Now you're working from home, you quit your job, turning your annual income into monthlies, which is crazy, I know. Right? So I click on your ad because you've mentioned all those beautiful things that, giving more to your church family, to your parents, sponsoring their Canadian visas, and now you're able to help thousands of families around the world do exactly the same. Um, that's what attracted me to the business, to not necessarily the business, but to this opportunity. Because a lot of us don't come in here wanting to have a business. We just wanted like an extra income flexibly from, from home or from anywhere in the world, as long as you're connected to a Wi-Fi or an internet connection. And how about me? I don't have those results yet. So if I get started here, how will I be able to use the attraction marketing strategy in my business? Will I ever attract people in my business? Will will anybody even bother paying attention to what I post online? I'm just so anxious. I'm just so scared. And maybe you're also thinking, you tuning in right now, whether live or in the replay, maybe you're also thinking that one, or you're getting anxious already, or maybe you're already in the business and you're pretty brand new, and those are your thoughts that are running on your mind, like, oh my gosh, I don't think this is for me. I don't think I don't think I'm cut for this, social media thing. And I totally hear you, because 6 years ago, imagine, I was in the exact same position, right? I didn't have any of the results I have right now. And of course, I'm not going to lie to my audience, like I wouldn't say like I have this, I have that. And this is my answer to that. And this is what I teach also my new business partners, in the community, is that leverage on your own story and other people's success. How does that work? Well, there are four elements of sharing your story. First, let's see, maybe I can type it down here, is your, here, I'm going to type it here. First is your background. So again, four elements of telling your story. First is your background. What is that? That means, like, literally, what's your work right now? Where are you based? What's your role? Like, how do you identify yourself? So for me, for example, I'm a mom of three. I'm based here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I am a Filipina. We moved here in 2016. And for my jobs, I used to work at GMA7, and then my husband sent me to nursing school. And here in Canada, I tried different survival jobs, and then landed a job at a law firm, and then eventually an investment firm when I saw this business opportunity. So you can see, yeah, of course, you can do it better, like more creatively. There's Chat GPT, how you can say that better, but you don't need to make it fancy or super complicated. Just how you will talk to a person or a friend over coffee, or a person you just met, how you will introduce yourself, because that is usually the common ground, like how people can relate with you. So basically, your background. Okay, so as simple as that. You don't need to overcomplicate or overthink things. And uh, next, basically, thing next element on how to tell your story powerfully is your pain points. Like, with given your background, what pushed you to seek an additional income online? And for me, how I would say that is, I'm grateful we're able to move here to Canada, just like a lot of immigrants out there. We live our home country, for the greener pasture on the other side of the fence, and thinking things would get better. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful that I'm here, but it seems like things are just going in circles. We um, have our jobs, like, we left our thriving careers in the Philippines to restart here because we have bigger goals, not just for ourselves, but most especially for our children. And then I realized it's still just like the same things over and over again. Yes, we're earning dollars, but we're spending dollars. It still feels like our dreams are farther away and we're still like in the grind, or still paycheck to paycheck. I won't suggest using the word paycheck to paycheck anymore, because it's like used so many times, used and abused, and Meta or other, social media platforms, they kind of flag that because of so many illegitimate things going out there. So it's like the bots, when they sense somebody's talking about money or income, they immediately like flag it down or remove the post, something like that. So we can get more creative than that. So, but basically, the point is, I was just sharing what I've been experiencing. Like, I was on my mat leave, I was receiving employment insurance here in Canada. We're grateful for that benefit, but that's technically 55% of whatever previous salary that you're receiving prior to that parental leave. So with a growing family of five, how can I survive with $1,000 per month? Although of course there's additional. My husband was a student again. He went back to school for his second career on a student loan, which gave us like a little household allowance as well. But that is not, obviously not enough. So that pushed me to look for something supplemental online that I can do while I was in my mat leave. So I was like, okay, it's really just temporary. I was just wanting to have extra $1,000 just to fill in the gap, because that was the missing amount while I was on my mat leave. So that's how I shared my pain points. Okay. And for you, a lot of us can somehow in that same category. Some people, especially with COVID happening 5 years ago, 6 years ago, people lost their jobs, and that caused them to rethink like their career, their life. That gave them a new perspective, or there's a death in the family, or just simply the cost of living. It's just rising, or a new addition in the family. So obviously, whatever they're getting is not enough. Things like that, or just a simple realization that I don't think this is the life that I really dreaming, when I was like in my idealistic years, that just going through the cycle, pushing that alarm every single morning, living for the weekend. You're excited when it's Wednesday hump day, you get over through the day, the week, and then Thursday you're like already hyping yourself up because it's Friday the next day, and then Friday you're happy, you're partying, or you're staying at home, and then Saturday evening, Sunday, you already have this, you have that Monday blues already, and then you repeat that cycle over and over again. Maybe that's your pain point. Like, there has to be more, like, or you want to give more to your parents, to your church family, you want to support this ministry, this orphanages, but you just can't, because whatever you're having right now, it's just enough. Sometimes, most of the time, less, not enough for your own daily living. So it's so hard to give when you don't have anything to give, right? So it's imagine your life having more so you can give from an overflow, right? So any of those can you can relate with. And I have spoken with thousands of moms, dads on coaching calls for the past 6 years that I've been here in the business. Some of the painful situations that I've heard is that the children are always saying, "Mom, where are you? You're always busy, or you're always not home. When can we play?" Or you're at home but you're not like present because you're working from home and you're not really present with them. Or there are also moms and dads wanting to support their children's activities, like their taekwondo, their swimming, their singing. And unfortunately, even the talent is there, or any sport, the parents unfortunately cannot support that because it has a cost to it. And it's heartbreaking for parents like us to be in that situation. Like, even how yes, we can give them what they need, like the shelter, the clothing, the food, but we cannot give them what they want, and it's heartbreaking to do that. And we've been there as well. I've been there as well, like, especially in the initial years of being here in Canada, we will always look for free activities for the kids over summer, or the cheapest one that we can get. If there's some, for example, swimming lessons, it's just like a little membership fee. So we choose that. Now I'm grateful. I don't take it lightly that we're able to, enroll our kids to extracurricular, like swimming classes every week. And we won't be able to do that if we don't have like extra money to spare. And being able to send our eldest to a private school, giving him experiences otherwise that he won't be able to experience, and him supporting his music, his jazz band, him going abroad to, have those experiences. And when people say yes, money cannot buy happiness, money is not everything. Yes, it is not, definitely, but it affects the most important things in your life, right? So those are, I'm just giving you a lot of ideas of your pain points, and you have to really dig deep, and you have to paint a picture for your audience of what that experience is looking like, because stories sell. That's what we are doing here. We are relating, we are sharing our story to connect with other people so they can also see the possibility that, hey, whatever, if you're in your rock bottom right now, there's hope, and you can flip it. There's no other way to go but up, right? So those are the pain points. And of course, the third element for a powerful story is this one. I'm typing it live. Here you go. Is what you found out, or what you discovered. Let me see here. Which is this business opportunity. So you just share with them. I was scrolling on my social media, or some people are intentionally looking for something that they can do online, and then they chance upon this opportunity. And that's what I would say. Like, I was just looking for something that I can do from home, like online tutorials, and then I chance upon this video on my social media news feed about a couple. There's a couple talking about doing a side income online, in addition to their day jobs. And I got curious. I'm like, is this even real? Of course, I was skeptical too. So in that sense, you're already addressing the skepticism as well. You're already relating with your audience, because most probably when they're watching you, they're also having these questions like, is this person real? Is this like whatever he's saying legitimate, or is this a scam? Right? And that, because those are my exact same thoughts. Like, what are they talking about? And I didn't even finish the video. I already click on their account, and then I already snoop, like, okay, if these people are doing something nasty, maybe they wouldn't be posting more about their families, their faith. And that really what got me. Like, I was really drawn to their faith, belief, and their like family oriented. I was like, okay, maybe there's a possibility here. So you shared with them what you found out, and I was added to this global community private group on Facebook. And from there, I saw fellow moms and parents like me having the same challenges, but now they're able to flip their situation. Now they're able to quit their jobs, pay off debts, get mortgages, buy homes, pay off mortgages, travel more, be more present for their kids, and just have more flexibility to pursue their passions, support more ministries, their churches, their orphanages. And I told myself, I all those are also my dreams, giving more to our church family, my parents. And I got so inspired. If these people, they're not celebrities, they're like everyday people who are leveraging social media. And if they can do it too, maybe I can also do that. Right. So there's also power in asking yourself powerful questions, instead of us saying, what if I fail? What if I invest? I don't make anything? What if I don't attract? Flip it. Make Ask yourself powerful questions. What if this also works? And I have this quote from Pinterest, because I was motivating myself, and I saw this business, like, because there's so many negative thoughts that's running through my mind. Like, what if I fail here? I'm not able to do the strategies correctly. So I'm already drowning myself with self doubt, with anxiety, with negative thought bubbles. So I went to Pinterest and looked for motivational quotes. So I typed in there in the search box, and then I was just flipping, and I saw this quote that really caught my eye, and then it got stuck to me. Something like, "What if I fail? What if I fail? But darling, what if you fly?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah. Why am I focusing?" And they said, and then later on, I realized faith and fear, they're actually the same in a sense that they're both. Um, Sorry, I think I should click this one. Where is that? Why is it not showing? Hang on. Ooh, what you found out? Let me see. I will save that first. Oh, oh, there you go. We should be here. Um, so I was already drowning myself with negative talk. So I need to like fight it. I'm aware of that, and that's where the power lies. So when I saw, what if you fly, and then faith and fear being in the same realm, as they're both belief in the unseen. Like you're already fearing something that hasn't happened yet, and faith is also the same, like believing in something that hasn't happened yet. So why would you suffocate yourself with the negativities over here if you can just reserve and use your energy and something that can propel you forward? So chose to focus in there. Of course, it's not immediately like every negative thoughts vanish already. It's a work in progress. If you're having doubts in whatever you do, whether in this business or a new skill in your job, in your career, if you're having if doubts, or you're doubting yourself, you're having that negative self-talk, you don't have the belief, Katrina, how do I become more confident and have more belief? Number one is borrow other people's belief. Whenever I am on our private Facebook group, I would revel, and I would imagine as well myself doing those things that they're able to achieve already, like way back then. And then use that as an inspiration. And also, fear, you're fearful, it usually comes from not knowing. When you don't know a thing, you're usually fearful. If you don't know how to ride a bike, you are fearful. If you don't know how to drive, oh my gosh, you're going to be scared, right? So that's why you practice, you do it over and over again, you expose yourself with the knowledge and practice it, do it, the skills, the strategies. The more you know, the more knowledge that you get, is the more confident that you become, right? And it's not just the knowledge, it's the application as well. And the more you get yourself familiarized, the more you gain confidence. And while you're doing that, those things that while you're gaining information and skills, making yourself confidence through that, you're also borrowing other people's belief until it comes to a point that, oh, okay, I'm now really feeling more confident. Like I'm not as confident as this. Like I was looking at my post earlier from way back 2019. I think one of my very first go lives, I was at the beach, and I can sense the awkwardness, like, hi, and my voice is like high pitch. So, I'm very nervous. Hi, this is Katrina. We're just here at the beach. And I didn't even say bye bye. Like, I just click it. It was just like, I think a 2-minute video go live. And then I don't even know what to say. I was just like panning the camera, looking like that. I was just like that. It was so awkward and so cringy. I don't remember any having like a single viewer. And up until now, there's no single comment in that video. And that's like way back 20 or April or May 2019. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cringy. No, I think it's June because it's like almost summer. Oh, that's why we were at the beach. And I didn't come confident like this, but it took me repetition. It's the mother of all skills. If you keep doing it, you you basically bathe yourself with all um the knowledge, the skills, and you repeat it. There's a rain shower of all the things that you need to learn to to be able to do a specific task. If you do it over and over again, you gain more confidence, right? So I hope you guys are kind of knowing that. And sorry, we kind of veered off, but that's what that's what I shared in my initial ads, that this is what I found out, like other moms doing the same and then having this result. So I was like, so that means this is a proven platform. If I follow and do exactly as they do, success leaves footprints, then I know for sure that that's also what's possible for me. So, and then eventually, what I said is this one. This is the fourth element. I'm just going to type it. What you're excited about. Excited about the future, because you want to, you're sharing your pain points, your background, but you're not leaving them in a, you know, a bad taste, like, oh my gosh, now I'm depressed because I heard her story. You leave them in a positive note. Leave them hopeful. So now I'm excited because of this opportunity. I'm moving closer to my dreams every single day because I'm working on my skills on social media and also transforming my mindset. So you just walk them through your journey. You just become true to yourself. I never said I already have this, I have that, because your audience eventually will know. Like if you already, you're able to buy a house already because of your day job or because you've been saving up for it, but you just saw this business and obviously it wasn't because of this business. Don't say that you're able to buy a house because of the business, because your audience will know that eventually when they join through you, you know, you're not being authentic. But how you can say that is, you know, I'm able to buy, I'm grateful for my house, I'm able to travel. But I realized to be able to have these things, I kept on trading time for money. So to be able to still have these things, but without me, you know, slaving my way through the 9 to 5, then I needed to find a solution. And I'm grateful I found this business, and that's allowing me to continue what I have right now. And that's so good for you. So that's how you do it. Tell them what you're excited about. And at the end of the day, have a call to action. Now, if you are a hardworking career immigrant mom like me, and my story resonates with you, then maybe this is also that thing that you're looking for. Again, there's no there's no right off the bat commitment. It's just for you to check out. Just check out the information. We have a free webinar and see if it's a good fit for you. If not, then worst case is you learn something. You learn that okay, this is the 3 pillars of how it takes to work successfully online. I don't think this is something for me. Then that's the worst case. You gain information. The best case is you gain information, you take the next step, you purchase $149 info package, and you discover more about the companies, affiliate companies that we work with, the products that we have at the back end, how everything works together, how we do attraction marketing. And then you decide for yourself, like, okay, I think I can do this too. I am a bit anxious, but I think I can give it a try. I can bet on myself and my dreams. And then you jump in. What that is you change your income, you change your life. So that's what's possible. So it's not really, there's no lose, there's no win lose. It's like win win. You gain information, and there's information, knowledge is always a win, right? And then the next time you see another ad, like, okay, this is not for me. Or maybe you realize, because in my past coaching calls, the past week, 2 of these moms have already seen me, like my ad, like from 2 years ago, and the other was like, I think from 4 years ago. And they were like, oh my gosh, Katrina's still here. And had they started like years back, they could have gotten like a lot of changes already in their lives. But of course, I'm not like guilt tripping them. I always say it's a divine appointment. You know, timing is always, your timing is always the best time, right? But having them like, okay, before I jump off onto that, so that's those are the elements of telling your story more powerfully, your background, your pain points, what you found out, and what you're excited about. So that's how I was able to basically apply attraction marketing in my business. That's how I've been using it since 6 years ago, for 6 years now, even if I don't have the results yet. Okay. And I just document my journey. What do I post? The first few months of posting, it's so cringy. I was just posting about, and of course, I don't recommend this. I was just posting about, I was reviewing it this morning. I was posting about what type of coffee you like, how dark or how dark you want it to be, or like A, B, or C. I'm kind of having my audience choose between doing the laundry or the dishes or something else, because I was like all over the place. And one is like, they said the internet loves babies and children, so I just like posted like a random video of kids meeting this new puppies. I was like, okay, and all of those, not a single, I think one got a comment like the babies and the puppies, like just one love. And the rest are like empty, like crickets, like cringy. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't do that. But you know what that taught me? It's really not, when you're posting online, especially if you're pretty brand new. Of course, we have the training side, the platform, and all to help you with that, like guide, like for 30 days, what you can post about. I also have my own strategies that I share with that. Is it's really more of not just posting for your audience, but it's more of posting for yourself, because you're discovering what you're comfortable sharing, and you also discover what, like the creative, your inner creativity. So it's more of self discovery rather than posting for your audience. So don't be too hard on yourself. But it's a learning experience. And then I think on the third, fourth month, that's where I kind of got my groove. Like, oh, okay, so I can actually. I thought I was just about to post about the business, invite people to the webinar. They don't care about the webinar until people don't care what you say until they realize how you can help them. So always come from a place of value. I hope I'm making sense here. Oh my gosh, I'm talking a lot. Let me see your comment. Let me see here. Let me see. Da-da-da-da. Ooh, I'm catching up here. Yes, Coach Rebecca is busy, maybe at work. Uma Vecchio, hello from New Jersey. That's my question before. I just trust the process, right? My experience, but I put my heart into it because my faith is bigger than my fear and doubts. Here we go. I was attracted with more time with my kids. And when you mentioned you were a nurse before, there you go. People can relate with your background, like your job, your past experiences, right? And where you are located. Some people are like, oh, I click on your ad because you say you're from Toronto, or I'm seeing a lot of people from the US or from Canada. I wanted to somebody from this country, something like that. What's gain back my time with kids, and I'm tired as I'm tired with a triple job, right? And let me see. Hey, Nida, how are you? Ah, thanks, Coach Rebecca. There you go. Coach Rebecca here. She used to have like 3 jobs. She was able to quit one of it. And now, literally just have more time with the kids. Hey, Coach Franco, how are you? Thank you. God showed me this business opportunity for a reason. I knew that since day one. It spoke to me absolutely. Hey, Meritus, how are you? While doing the dishes, there you go. That's how we roll, right? I'm loving your AI. I think that's from you, right? It passed my news feed, so those are cute. Madonna and Ray Miguel watching from Abu Dhabi. Hello, hello. My first go live. My phone. Let's talk about our first go live. Like I was so sweaty. Like, oh my gosh, I felt like I need to have my makeup perfect. And I was in our bedroom. I was like, oh my gosh. And I think I was sitting on the bed itself. And because I kept on like doing this gesture, so the bed kept on moving, and I was using just a tripod. I was using my phone, so the phone is like bumping with me. Watching from Northern Ontario. Hey, Christina. Hello, hello. Uh, I think you're tagging somebody. Hello, CJ and MG. Thank you so much, God, for bringing this call into. Oh, awesome. That's awesome, Ravender. Hey, CD. Hello, hello. From California. Namaste. Hello, hello. And where was I? You just need to be authentic. And at the end of the day, the way I was able to get over also my fear or anxiety of telling my story is that, especially when I was thinking, oh my gosh, what would my relatives say? What would my friends say when they see me on social media? You know what? They're also busy with their lives. Who are you for them to worry about, right? Maybe they'll just look at you, they just wonder, and then they just go on with their life. Like, who are you? You're not that special. In a way, I'm saying that being sarcastic, okay? I'm just saying that to kind of deflate my bubble of worries. Like, okay, they're worried in their own, bubble. Why would they care about how I look, right? And also, as I've said earlier, when you come from a place of value, like, how can I inspire, or how can this benefit my audience? When you come from that place, um, your eyebrows doesn't matter anymore. your your eyebrows don't matter anymore. Your makeup, how you look, it won't matter that much anymore. And so what? Sometimes people, they relate with you more when you're like, when you're in your just day-to-day life, right? Of course, I try to be as presentable as I can. I put in a little makeup and I curled my hair because most of the time it also affects my energy. When I'm feeling good, like I'm kind of dressed up. When if I'm just home, it affects my energy. It's like it puts my brain, my vibration to, I'm ready to work. I'm ready to serve. I'm ready to lead. And when you're in that whole energy vibration, is I tend to be more productive. So you do you. You find your own groove as well, right? So there you go. Let me see here. I had my first go live because of Coach Franco. There you go. Oh, maybe the 21 day, if I'm not mistaken. Coach Franco, you're amazing with that program. There you go. Way to go, Ravender. It's always just the first time that is, when you get over that hump. The more you do it, the more you get familiarized, right? Yes, Ravender, you're amazing. There you go. Um, there you have it. I can go on and on, but I am. I know you guys are waiting. Maybe you guys forgot already what you're waiting for. Thank you for waiting. So I want to show you the one mailbox blessing, not just one envelope that we got. This is what's inside. Are you guys ready? Here you go. Three, two. Any guesses? Any guesses? Ready. One, two, three, and go. There you go. Did you guys see that? So that is worth more than 2 months of my uh, monthly income from my last job when I found this business. Thanks, Franco. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. I love that. Thank you. And I think you're doing your, what's this? Like a day in a life kind of series. I kind of just saw it, and I think that's good. Thank you so much, everybody. See you again. Um, Thank you, Madonna. And this is what's possible. Of course, this is a disclaimer again. This did not happen overnight. This is, yes, 1 day pay, um, worth more than 2 months of my job salary. Um, I put in the work, the skills, not just like ads. Of course, that's included ads, posting, strategy. Those are all important. But the bigger work that I put, and now I say it's 90-10. Before I would say 80-20. Now it's 90-10. 10% is the skills, the strategy, the tips and tricks that you learn from your mentors, your coaches from the community, how to use Canva, how to use CapCut, how to do StreamYard, how to look into the camera. It feels like I'm looking at you guys, but I'm just looking at this dot here. But this way, I'm looking at my on myself. So these are skills, and these are like important things. That's why I am having viewers right now. Before, it's like crickets. It's because of the skills that I was able to learn and apply and practice over and over again for the past 6 years here in the business. This is the longest career that I've had in my entire adult working life. But the most important thing is really the inner work. That's the 90%. What do you do when you're offline? What do you do when the camera is off? What do you do behind the curtains? What do you do when it's just you and your laptop or your computer? What do you do the moment you wake up? What do you do before you sleep at night? What do you do intentionally every single day? I became more intentional because of the business when it comes to what I feed my mind. Like now, I would start with prayer, with meditation, with affirmations. I listen to YouTube videos with audiobooks, with audibles, podcasts. I flood my brain, I flood my mind with these um, basically good energy, the knowledge, of course, and feeling. Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard, and trusting God, having faith that whatever I'm seeing in my 3D world right now, this is just a printout of what my internal operating system is having. So if whatever you're seeing in your 3D printout world, like in your PDF world, is not what you want right now, or something that you feel like you can still improve, you don't throw out your printer, right? You recalibrate your internal operating system. You work from within, because everything happens twice. And I saw this post as well, my own post, like from 2019, while I was scrolling at my post this morning. I posted there, everything happens twice. One, first in your mind and in your mind's eye, and the second is like in your 3D, in your 4D reality. And it's so true. So, whatever you feed your mind, your brain, your faith every single day, whatever you pray for, you have to embody that person who has the things that you have, that you're praying for or you're wanting to achieve. There is a place, as Bob Proctor said, there is a place. Your goals, it's there. You have to arrive there. But before you arrive there, you have to embody that person before you're able to really, think everything together. I hope I'm making sense. Thank you so much, everybody. There you go. Ravender says, thank you, Coach Franco. You're welcome. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's when it's just you and yourself, how do you talk to yourself? If you're always saying, oh, it's just Katrina or Franco can do that because they've been here in the business like this, like this. I think we all started from scratch as well. Yes, we'll have self-doubt, especially at the beginning, but we become more aware and we work on that immediately. There will be days that's like, you're not feeling yourself, but you have to be aware and pick yourself up, right? And how do you do that? Like maybe go for a walk, like have a sun bath, just breathe some fresh air. Sometimes it's just those little things that really, or eat something. I don't usually suggest that because of course, if we binge on like sweets, of course, it's not really good for our health. But yeah, I should talk to myself more about that. All right, I will end it here. So thank you so much, everybody. Again, if you've been following me for a while and you have been curious or you just wanted to know more information about what I'm doing and how you too can also start making extra flexibly from home. You don't need to do this full time if you don't want to. If you love your job, that's okay. But if you want to move beyond the 9 to 5, extra, make extra a little, and then eventually move beyond the 9 to 5, then I am here to help you. Just comment start below this video and I'll help you get started. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, to all you guys who watched this live, commented, and shared all the love. And also to all of you who will be watching this on a replay. All right. Thank you. Bye for now. God bless.